adventure in Copenhagen on W4CY Radio.
This is the Pipe Man here on the Adventures Pipe Man W4CY Radio, and I'm here with
Chris from Neckbreaker.
Nice. You say your name much better than I would have. Like, I like the little, twang on it that American could not do.
Yeah, our old band name was much worse.
I want to hear what that is, if you want to tell.
It means the same as Neckbreaker, but it's Nakkeknækker. It's Danish word for Neckbreaker, yeah.
I like that too.
Yeah, but it's much harder for people to say, so we just ran with Neckbreaker.
I'll tell you what, I've gone to Copenhagen a few times. One of the things I love about your country is the people and the attitude, okay? We were sitting around, there were 8 of us, all different religions, political beliefs and all that, and nobody was arguing, nobody was attacking, and everybody was just respecting each other. And then I remember this one girl, she says, a lot of times America, which is true, we talk about your country, and the socialism and, and that you pay such high taxes. First of all, I call that bullshit anyway, because we say yours is much higher taxes, but I know ours is just as bad. We just lie about it. But she said the greatest thing. She was like, why should I have 2 cars and my neighbor have none? We believe we should share with our fellow countrymen. And that is the best fucking attitude ever. And I think the whole world can learn from that.
Yeah, true.
So, what does it feel like to be here at Bloodstock?
I love being in England, in general. I think the people are very nice, and each time we go here, we're taken good care of. And I think the way you have it around Denmark, we have the same thing to England.
Yeah,
it's so hard to get in England. You have to show papers, and you get took aside because you're working in England, and now it's a problem. But when we get to England, everybody is so nice, and even the security guys in the airport and stuff. But yeah,
I love it here too. I love coming over here. If it weren't for the bipolar weather, I might live here.
Yeah.
Because you don't even know how to pack. I just pack everything summer and winter, and that's it,
Yes.
But this festival in particular, even when I got here, I was at Wacken, and then I came here, and I'm like, oh, good, I'm here at home with family. Because that's kind of what it's like at Bloodstock,
it
right?
It really is, yeah.
Have you played Bloodstock before?
Yeah, we played here a few years ago, before we released our album, and it was the bipolar weather we got. It was raining, and it was cold, and we all got sick, and it was awful. But this time it's great weather.
Wait, don't jinx it, because in the next hour it could change.
Yeah, tomorrow when we get back to Denmark, it's worse.
It's like last night I was freezing, so I wore my jacket when I left the hotel this morning, and I was like, fuck, it's hot.
Yes.
You just never know what to expect. I don't even pay attention to the weather app. It doesn't matter.
When we left from Denmark yesterday, I was wearing my puffer jacket, big winter jacket, because it was so cold in Denmark, raining, almost snowing, And then we went here, it was just oh my God, the sun is blinding me, and just, yeah.
That's wild. So one festival I've never done, because I do all over the US, UK, and Europe, but one's on my radar that I haven't done yet, is Copenhagen.
Yeah.
Tell me what it's like at Copenhagen.
Copenhagen is our family, We've been to all of the Copenhagen festivals. They have a metal cruise, 70,000 tons of metal, And they have a smaller festival which is called Copenhagen Freeze is Over, which is for boogers and for not the ones in but for
I'm glad you clarified that,
yes.
Even though I knew what you were talking about.
And record labels and stuff, they go to see different bands, and they say oh, Nuclear Blast wants Neckbreaker. So you go to those and you play that. And then you have volunteer festivals and you have everything. And we've played them all and Copenhagen. And each year it's just...
So it's a really cool metal community.
It really is, yeah. And we know everybody, you know.
See, now it convinced me even more that I need to do press coverage at Copenhagen.
Yes.
You know?
And also a lot of families who don't really go into metal, but they like rock and they like family festivals. Copenhagen is a very family-friendly festival.
Well, see, that's cool too. Like, and I find that the same here at Bloodstock. Like yesterday, I was in a pit with a bunch of dinosaurs and kids because Heavy Source was playing, and I'm like, this is pretty cool, you know. Like they're, you know, we're just all having fun.
Yes.
Is what, and you need to bring the kids into the community anyway.
We really do. Yeah.
You know, they'll keep metal alive, keep it going. And,
Exactly.
And
I mean, our band wouldn't be here if it wasn't for our fathers to put us into heavier music, you know?
See, exactly. And so tell us about your first experience of being involved in the metal community.
I mean, one of my father's best friends, he is a big metalhead, and my father like hard rock, like AC/DC and Led Zeppelin and so. And I always liked the harder rock, but I didn't know there was a genre called metal. But then I got introduced to metal by this friend, and he was like, "Oh, you have to listen to this." It was Arch Enemy and H-Fear, like a bunch of Danish bands as well, and Miss Sugar and stuff. And then he was like, "I'm going to this concert in Aarhus. It's Miss Sugar and it's High on Fire."
Wow.
I was like, Miss Sugar, all right, I can't headbang to it, but it's all right. And then High on Fire I didn't know. But then I went there. That was my first metal concert. And then I went to like local concerts as well with Danish bands, and started meeting friends in the metal community. And then we went to more concerts, and then I found these guys, and then we started jamming and playing concerts.
Very cool, very cool. And so what else do you have going on after Bloodstock that you want the listeners to know about?
We of course have two festivals. We have Summer Breeze and we have Dynamo Festival, and then we have a European tour with Avatar, where we're going to England, the UK, and we're going to the rest of Europe.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So Dynamo, have you played Dynamo before?
Yeah.
What's it like there? Because that's another one that's been on my radar, because I love the Netherlands too.
It's very low key. I've heard that it was like one of the biggest festivals. Now it's more like low key. Everybody can go there. It's not too big. It's not like
Wacken.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like Wacken. You go to this festival. It's a big festival, but it isn't so big that you get overwhelmed. It's a very nice festival, and a lot of cool bands. Last year, Dimmu Borgir.
Yeah.
They played, and Decapitated as well, and a lot of other bands.
And you know, it's funny because somebody was mentioning to me just yesterday that I need to next year cover Summer Breeze. That's another awesome festival.
Yeah.
That's the thing about UK and Europe. There are so many awesome festivals, and they're all different.
Yeah.
And they all have a certain culture to them. Like most of the festivals in the US are pretty similar.
Yeah.
You know, and just Europe and UK does it a little different.
Yeah, all of the festivals in Europe are very tailored to that country.
Yeah, exactly.
So in Copenhagen, it's close to like the Haven, the place with all of the boats, and it's like a long road, and it's in Copenhagen. So you just take a walk, and you're in the central of Copenhagen.
Wow.
Have all of the boats and stuff. And then we played at Tulminator like 2 weeks ago. And it was like close to a river, like blue river, and everybody go bathing and stuff. Then like Bloodstock is
it's Bloodstock.
It depends on the weather, man.
Yeah, totally.
And a lot of festivals they depend on the country.
Yeah.
I've never been to the US, and I haven't really got into like, I know there's Ozfest and there's Nutfest and there's all of the other festivals in the US, but I haven't really heard of them, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But
I'll tell you something else though. is I find that the food is different at all the festivals here. That's typical of the food of that country.
Yes.
And that is a big difference because in the U.S., the food tends to be like carnival or fair food.
Yes.
Whereas, like, I ate some stuff at Vakken and I was like, oh my God, that's like the best thing I ever had in my life, you know? And you don't expect that going to a music festival in the States. And you come over here, like I do Hellfest too, and it's like, they just have gourmet French food there. And it's like, that's what's cool.
And I think that, like, I know a lot of countries, but now I know, like, Denmark a lot, but Copenhagen is one of the biggest city when it comes to food, like Michelin restaurants and stuff. So a lot of that food, like high quality food culture, goes to Copenhagen as well.
Nice.
Because, like, first of all, you have to pay, and it's expensive to have a food stand at festival in general.
Yeah, totally.
But, yeah, you get a lot of cool food and nice food. The only thing about festivals is that food is expensive.
Oh yeah,
all of the time.
But it's even more in the States. Like a slice of pizza, $20. A slice, not a whole pizza. Yeah. So, like, I go out here and I get some food here. I'm like, everybody's telling me how expensive. I'm like, that was actually pretty cheap.
You know, we go to. I mean, I've been to Copenhagen a few times, like 6 times. No, 4 times. But each time I'm like, oh, the food is so expensive. But $20 for a fucking pizza, man.
Right? I know. It's insane. Like, I'd rather starve.
Yes.
Anything else you want to share with the listeners that they need to know?
I mean, just keep listening to this podcast, man. It's amazing.
Thank you.
And we are working on a new album, so people can get ready for it. Tonight we're playing 2 new songs.
Cool.
And yeah, we're probably also going to bring them on the Avatar tour. So
very cool. So how do people connect to you guys on the socials?
Just mainly Instagram, which is Neckbreaker Death, like Neckbreaker with 2 Ks in breaker. And then Death. That's our Instagram tag, and then Neckbreaker on Facebook, Neckbreaker on Spotify, and just.
All right, cool. Well, they need to check you out. Check out your tour dates. Buy your merch. They can't listen to my show unless they buy your merch. And
I appreciate it.
Thanks for being here at Bloodstock, and thanks for being on the Adventures of Pipe Man.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for listening to the Adventures of Pipe Man on W4CY Radio.